So, you might. Whoa, nice shirt.
Thank you.
Just noticed
That's a great shirt.
We didn't even coordinate this. That just happened.
You didn't. I did.
What was that movie with Clint? Was it Clint Eastwood?
The one where he's racist, or the other one where he's racist?
Which one? He's racist in most of it. Well, when he was a drill sergeant, and if they for the Marines, if they weren't wearing the same PT outfit as him, they had to take their shirts off. So they finally coordinated. They figured out his housekeeper. Uh-huh. So they would call her in the morning to ask what he was wearing, so they could all wear the same thing.
I don't know that one.
It was what? Somebody will tell us. Yeah,
somebody somewhere.
Anyway, we're here to talk about Mandalorian, episode 6. 6, yeah. I've watched it twice already. You just finished watching it.
I just finished it because I had to get ready to come into work today.
It's probably still fresh in your mind.
Very fresh. So I have some questions. The main thing is the Mando sexuality. When he has sex, does he keep the helmet on? I assume he has to, because they brought that up a lot.
If not, well, it's just his tribe of the Mandos.
Yeah.
Because if you watch Clone Wars, they were flying all over the place without helmets.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is his name? Django?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was a different tribe. I think they're probably descendants of Death Watch. Mm-hmm. And those guys had to kind of keep it low-key so they didn't get killed in their sleep.
Well, the idea is that, so everyone makes reference to the Twi'lek. The Twi'lek. What was her name?
Twi'lek. Xi'an.
Xi'an.
This one? Yeah.
A lot of reference to, they have a history, kind of a sexual history. Did he have to keep it on, like via Batman and Talia al Ghul?
I'm guessing, yeah. Unless they turn the lights out.
Yeah. Well,
then,
as we saw in this episode, the Mando is very good at lights out action.
Because this is the way.
This is the way. You think he says that when he finishes?
Oh, this is the way. Wow, I'm not going to be able to not think about that now.
That's all I've been thinking about for the past hour.
It's about the Mando having sex?
Yeah. Also, is that his... What is his name?
Because his friend given his name yet.
Because his friend Boone Jr. just refers to him as Mando. Is that you underneath there? Like he knows somebody else underneath the mask? The way he said that.
Well, that kind of throws me off because they're all Mandos.
Yeah, they're all. That's why he's called Mando, Mandalorian. So I don't know.
So if there's a bunch of them, you say Mando, and like 4 of them turn around. Yeah.
Yo, like the Spaceballs kind of. How many assholes are on the ship? Yo.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's just their tribe that can't take the helmets off. Mm-hmm. Well, they can take them off. Obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah, we saw that in episode 4.
Brush their teeth and
yeah, but they have to eat.
They just can't be seen, I guess, by others.
Mm-hmm. Well, then that's a weird thing because what was it, episode 4 with the village? He just straight up took it off in front of a window.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I said, what if some kid just happened to run by and looked?
Yeah.
Do you shoot the kid? You kill him? Hey, you, come here. Come here, kid.
This is the way. So a lot of references to what he would look like underneath the mask from from Bill Burr especially.
Yeah, they love casting comedians.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I mean, you've had Brian Posehn. You had I can't remember the other guy. There's been like 4 or 5 pretty prominent comedians that have been cast.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're all a bunch of nerds. And if you're a high-profile nerd, you'd want to be in a Star Wars thing.
I've seen interviews where Bill Burr said he didn't really know crap about Star Wars before this.
Oh, really?
Like, poser. Get out. But, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be seeing his character much anymore after this episode.
Yeah, no. So my thing was... I never realized just how racist a Gungan sounds unless somebody else is speaking in their dialect.
Very, Song of the South.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, Misa.
Misa, don't take off my helmet. I'm like,
Yeah, that was 2 slights right there, I guess.
Yeah, and also another reference because I've never seen. Remember that little devil guy from the cantina scene in episode 4, A New Hope?
Yeah.
Like before they really knew what the Star Wars aliens were supposed to look like, they just had like this serpent of like weirdos. One of them was like a devil guy.
Yeah, the Devorian?
The Devon... Let's call him Devon.
Yeah, D.
The D. And Tenacious D. And so I never seen more of him, except, well, not that particular Devon. I've never seen that race before, except right now, and I'm hoping.
I think they were in the cantina. Is really the only other place.
That and you got your Clone Wars cartoon show. But what I really want to see is I want to see that werewolf thing. More of the werewolf, please. If he's in the next
cantina?
Yeah. Before they're like, screw it, just put that guy in a werewolf costume. He's an alien.
I'd like to see more of the band. That
Yeah.
thing at Elvis now with lips at the end. I had nightmares about that.
That's what I see when I have sleep paralysis.
But yeah,
What if that's what he looks like underneath there? What if the Mando's just one from the canteen?
He's one of those.
Yeah, after he was rescued from being destroyed from the Clone Wars, he worked at a band for a few years.
Well,
After the Empire, he needed work.
you see him as a kid, so you know he's humanoid.
Yeah, I guess.
Flashbacks.
A lot of shit can happen in 40 years.
He had an operation, went bad.
Yeah.
I was on botched. They couldn't fix it.
Yeah. But I think I liked this episode way more than we talked about this earlier than the 5th episode, which I thought was extremely filler. I think that was the shortest episode so
they're
far.
all short.
Well, they're all short, but
30
I think
to 40 minutes.
well, I think episode 5 was the shortest at about 30, not including the intro, outro.
Might have been.
It was pretty short, and nothing really came about from that one. But I actually kind of enjoyed this one because for a split second, we almost got Baby Yoda using the Force again.
That part was great.
That was really great because was Zero the droid was about to hone in on Baby Yoda. Yoda kind of does the little hand
The
thing,
little eyes closed force deal.
and then he just explodes, and then
He's
Yoda's just like,
oh.
"Holy shit!" Then it's just the Mando. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, that's still pretty cool." But we haven't seen Baby Yoda use the Force since the first episode, was it?
He wore himself
Or
out.
the second one? Yeah.
On, taking that mud horn out. He didn't really take it out. He just kind of lifted it up.
Yeah, he just lifted it, and then everyone was just like, "That was weird." And then
And Mando just came in and I'll finish this.
Yeah. We're ever gonna explain that again? No. All right.
Yeah, but you saw a dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, Mark Boone Jr.
Yeah, he was not a nice guy.
No,
He's,
no one's really nice to the Mandalorian.
Well, he runs around in a bad group. Bounty hunters in general are out for themselves.
True.
And that dude that the whole deal is he needs money.
Mm-hmm.
So he calls up some old friends who don't care about the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Yeah.
And that's where Sons of Anarchy guy comes in. I guess he's got his own little group. Mm-hmm. That's where you get that
Or had.
Devorian, the Twi'lek chick who it reminds me of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Just Bill Burr.
Yeah, that was kind of the only cool thing was that extra gun he had.
Oh, the little kind of like a war machine kind of.
It reminded me of Zaphod Beeblebrox from Hitchhiker's Guide. I expected the head to be on the other end of it, or Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville, yeah.
Hey!
What to say.
But yeah, it was kind of a flimsy looking gun.
Yeah, it didn't look slightly effective, except when he really needed it.
Yeah, because that Zero, who reminded me of Forlom, the bounty hunter droid, with the bug eyes, because not all droids are going to look humanoid. Most of the people who make droids will make them look like themselves. Mm-hmm. So obviously he was made by some bug dude.
Yeah,
because he had praying mantis looking face.
And
he was a nosy guy too.
He was a pretty nosy fucker.
He was digging through Mando's files.
Yeah, are we going to talk about how the last 10 minutes of this episode just turned into Alien versus Predator? where the Mando is clearly, the Predator kind of scoping everything out, creating like a battlefield, and, systematically taking out everyone one by one, and then Baby Yoda is the aliens just stalking the bug-eyed droid throughout the entire ship.
It was like playing hide and seek with him.
Kind of, but it was a little like frightening. I was waiting for like Yoda to open his mouth, like even a smaller Yoda comes out.
Smaller, cuter.
Yeah, way cuter.
Well, yeah. Long story short, they turn on him. The dude that they busted out, I guess they have a history with.
It's the Twi'lek's brother.
Yeah, Quinn.
Quinn.
They called him
Quinn.
So they toss Mando into the cell. Mm-hmm. Doesn't hold him long.
Not long at all.
He's and those droids are oblivious to shit. He snags one, breaks its arm off, and uses the key in its arm to get out.
Yeah, and that key is very useful for just operating the entire damn Republican ship.
Yeah, I guess it's just a skeleton key.
Yeah,
that's a digital skeleton key. I don't know.
That's a very dangerous thing to put on all your droids.
They don't figure too many people are going to break out or break in to break someone out.
Oh, true.
So yeah, they break him out. He gets out, and he systematically takes them takes him out.
Yeah, the one scene where he takes out Bill Burr was really awesome because you got the lights flashing.
Yeah, because the lights are strobing on and off.
Yeah, and then every time,
it's just like, he's there, he's not. He's over here, he's not. Now he's behind you.
Yeah, now he's essentially Batman.
I was thinking more like Michael from Halloween. I just kept waiting for that music.
Well, you could shoot him and nothing's going to happen, so that's way more apropos.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like he's this great fighter. His armor can take shots.
Yeah.
And he takes quite a few.
He's taking a lot of shots, yeah.
Without that armor, he's done. He's toast.
And what was the armor he had before the
Before the Beskar?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
It was like some flimsy, because he only had the Paladin.
It was Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he's completely upgraded now.
Oh, yeah, he looks awesome.
He's shiny.
Very
he
shiny.
has like a little hand buffer in the Razor Crest.
I wonder if that's what he tells like Baby Yoda to do because his hands are small. He can get into like places. Like you can stay on my ship, but you got to buffer me every once in a while.
Got to earn your keep, brother.
Yeah. But no, the hallway scene where he's taking out the droids before they turn on him was awesome. I got like a lot of Daredevil kind of flashbacks.
Yeah, all these good fights happen in
hallways. Well, because I think of Old Boy. That kind of a Korean scene where fighting in a small hallway, you're kind of constrained. There's only one narrow path you have to go, and that's forward. I think that's kind of compelling. Like, see, like this big square open arena, like, oh, anything come out? Like, no, you have a path.
Well,
you need to go
somehow
forward.
he got around behind him.
Like,
just happened to be a hallway that went around behind him.
Yeah, that they didn't notice. Anyone else they could have just used.
Why didn't some of the droids double back and come behind him?
Yeah, I don't know. Because he's Batman.
Stupid.
Mando's Batman.
So yeah, that dude, that Devorian or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Dude is strong.
Dude
is diesel.
When he
dropped because you thought it was gonna be like in episode 1 when he
like
cut the dude.
With the door like kind of like
he dropped the door on the dude.
And then
all of a sudden you see him coming back up and he's like, ha ha.
Well, that was after Mando tried to flamethrower his face and he just walked through that. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
But he's lifting the door, so then he slams the blast door on him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, he's done. No, they just see him later sitting in the cell, just rubbing his head. Are you freaking serious?
Or he's Hellboyed because his horns were cut off. You notice that?
Yeah, they were busted up. So how do you kill this dude? He dropped the door on him and slammed the blast door on the dude.
How did he put him in the cell?
I guess he's just not strong enough to open it when it's already closed.
I guess. Yeah, true. Yeah, he should have just been able to open the cell door he was in.
Yeah, but I guess the hydraulics were in place and they were.
Maybe, but I don't know how he was even like strong enough to like let's say the Devorian was or whatever he is, the Devon was knocked out from the blast doors, right? How was Mando strong enough to carry him and lug him to the nearest cell?
He's pretty dense because you heard him when he dropped down from the ship.
Yeah, or when he took. Well, I don't even know what kind of droid it was, but it was like one of those security droids. He just grabbed one of them and then just chucked it to another one.
Beat the snot out of it and then chucked it at the other one. So yeah,
I'll beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah, he went full Hulk on him.
Yeah.
Hulk smash.
That guy was awesome. I think this would have been a really cool cast of characters to have a little bit earlier on in the show.
You know who that dude was, right? Playing Devon.
Who?
It's Clancy Brown.
Oh, I saw a post on that. I didn't even notice that until right now. I was like, who is he in this episode?
You probably know him, Starship Troopers. Way back, it was... he's been in everything.
Yeah, he famously voiced Mr. Krabs,
Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob.
He was Lex Luthor in the Justice League.
Yeah. He's been doing a lot of voice work lately.
He has a great voice.
Yeah, he does.
He did motion capture and voice for Detroit Become Human. Detective... Yeah. I'm thinking Detective Brown, but that's his real name.
Yeah, Clancy Brown. He's pretty iconic. He's one of those people you know him by sight, but not really all the title because he's done so much stuff.
Well, have you ever seen the documentary? I know that voice where they talk about the history, not the history of voice acting, but just kind of like what it's like to be a voice actor.
Yeah. He
kind of talks about how like, oh, it's cool. I'm kind of famous, but I'm not like actor famous. I can still go to the store and be cool.
As long as you don't talk in those voices.
Yeah.
You sound just like Mr. Krabs. Yeah, that was Clancy Brown. The girl who played the Twi'lek, I can't remember. She's done some other stuff too.
But like you said earlier, I got a lot of Harley Quinn vibes from that chick.
Yeah. The pointed teeth are kind of a turn off for me.
Yeah.
when she smiles, she hisses at a lot of people. Too.
She does, and we've seen Twi'leks before and after. I think she's just some weird redneck, or like how we would kind of describe.
We can't really call them white trash. They're not white.
Yeah, no.
She's blue trash.
Yeah, she's blue trash.
Yeah, her and her brother are both low
weirdos. Just kind of like
people.
They're like if they were, they could be a couple. I don't know. That's just some weird Twilight blue trash shit.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, some weird Ultimate Universe stuff. They would be the kind of couple that would call each other Queen and King. Right?
Yeah, it's
like
kind of like way, yeah. Yeah, they're both because he leaves her to rot.
Yeah,
after she breaks him out.
Yeah, true. If the Mando wasn't there, not a very successful mission. You gained one guy, but then you like lose 3 of your crew.
Yeah, well, every one of them except Mando, even the robot, blasted.
Yeah,
he probably just tossed him out.
Yeah. Oh, also because so what happens is the reason why they're kind of in the hole is. The whole ship was supposed to be just full of like nothing but droids, easy in and out.
Yeah.
But then there's this one human, kind of like I guess manning the security. They run into him. He's freaking out. He has a beacon for any Republic attack ships. The Twilight kills him. He accidentally presses it. They have 20 minutes.
Did she kill him or knock him out?
She killed him.
Did she kill him?
He's dead. And then so they're tracking the beacon. Eventually, the whole episode happens. At the end, Quinn gets turned into Rand for the money. So the bounty hunter gets his money.
Yeah.
The bounty hunter plants the beacon onto Quinn.
Without him knowing.
And then the Republic ships just show up, and they shoot first, ask questions later. Well,
I mean, it's a beacon from somebody who just broke out of the Republican jail. They probably don't ask questions.
Well, that and also, they did say, they're launching a attack ship or something.
Yeah, well, because he was going to double-cross the Mando.
Yeah.
Because Mando starts pulling out, and he's like, yeah, okay. Kill him, and the gunship comes up and it's starting to power up. And at that same time, you see the Republican X-wings pop out of hyperspace, and they're coming right at that place, and they're already got a gunship ready to come at them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's suicide by cop.
Yeah. Suicide by cop.
And you saw was it Ram? Yeah, Ram takes off. Quinn, like an idiot, just stands there staring.
Yeah.
I think he might have got taken out by an X-wing bolt or when the gunship blew up. But you never see Ram. He might have got away.
No, he
might have had an escape pod because he booked.
Yeah, no, he chucked and booked. Well, the thing is, they didn't blow up the entire station that Rand is on. Just that one bit with the attack ship, the gunship. And presumably,
I thought they turned around and started shooting it again.
No, well, they kind of shot around it and then more to the gunship. And then it kind of cuts. I'm like, well, we don't know what kind of happens after that.
Because it looked like a little miniature Cloud City.
It did.
With the stuff out of the bottom. And so he probably stole it somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Or won it in a Sabak game.
Yeah.
Maybe Lando had one sitting around, lost it.
We need to get Lando and Mando in the same room. The Lando-Mando party.
Instead of doing like the captain thing, he's Lando. That would be kind of cool.
It'd be really great.
Yeah, I'd love to see him maybe in season 2, do some crossovers with known names. Because we really haven't seen any big name characters yet.
This takes place before The Force Awakens.
Right.
Let's say roughly 10 years. Because they don't say exactly.
I think
after
it's 5 years after
the Empire,
or the last one of that trilogy.
The Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, and it's pretty far before Force Awakens, if I remember correct.
So just roughly about 5 years after. Who's around then that could still?
Chewie, Han, Luke.
Yeah, but
all the bounty hunter, Bosk.
But are we really going to do the whole? Well, did we have IG-88? Was that him?
That was IG-11.
11. Okay.
Same manufacturer's, different model.
That dude had a death wish. IG-11.
Yeah.
He really wanted to self-destruct any time he had a chance.
It was in his programming.
I guess, but just
because they don't want the manufacturers don't want their design to fall into other hands that have people duplicate it. Because he's one of the most successful assassin droids until he became self-aware.
Yeah.
And he's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
He killed everybody who made him.
Yeah, the Rick and Morty thing is I just make butter.
So yeah, you got there's so many other bounty hunters if he's got that big of a bounty on him, you'd think everybody's coming for him. And you would think the big names would be right there on his heels. But like I said, you haven't seen any of the big bounty hunters.
No,
It's all these little low rent dudes.
Or especially the last episode, that dude was the lowest of low rank. He wasn't even in the guild.
Yeah. Well, even the guy at the beginning in the dogfight, he pulled the old stop short on him.
Yeah.
Really? So,
Or he tried to steal his line that I guess everybody knows about.
Yeah, I don't know.
The I can bring you in hot, I can bring you in cold.
Oh, that's my line. But we still haven't seen who that was at the end of episode 5.
We didn't, and I thought we were going to kind of get more of that in this one.
2 episodes left this season.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito is yet to be seen. Mm. He's one of the Moffs. He's Moff Gideon.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if he was a Moff there on Tatooine that was using Fennec Shand as his hired muscle, and he comes up and finds her dead. So now he's gonna be pissed and want to get revenge. But yeah, I don't know, man. It seems like we're not getting a lot of resolution. He just keeps hopping around.
Yeah, it's very the J.J. Abrams thing where we have a mystery. We might allude to it. We might have it resolved in the end. But we have 2 episodes left. It's not a long time for, let's say a 2-episode resolution. Because that's usually how these things kind of go about. Where the last 2 are kind of like it's the big finale, big resolution. Because even though
the cliffhanger.
Yeah, even though they're kind of long, 30 to 40 minutes than we're used for like a normal TV show. That's about an hour to an hour and a half of
with
resolution.
Yeah, you put commercials in it. Yeah, dude, I don't want them to leave it on a big because they're already filming season 2.
Are they?
Yeah, it got it greenlit right away and it's already being filmed. But I don't want to be left on a huge cliffhanger that's just going to tick me off. Mm-hmm. I want there to be some kind of resolution and then something to pull me into season 2.
Yeah.
Not this whole who shot JR type thing.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that last episode somebody's going to kidnap Baby Yoda. Oof. Season 2, we got to find Baby Yoda again.
Because they keep introducing these really cool characters, but then they're 1-episode characters and done.
Yeah, like the mom from the farm that he defended.
Dude,
I
still have questions about her.
Well, that's a Western trope, right? Is this the idea of like, this old cowboy comes to town, but that one widower, she knows how to use a gun. That's a big Western trope.
Not just use it, she is deadly. Everybody else is firing all over the place, and she just pulls out in dead center every time. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I was going to make a reference to...
Who are you?
I thought like maybe she was an old stormtrooper. Can we talk about the fact that they reference that?
Oh, yeah.
Like he's a sharpshooter?
Yeah.
And he goes...
He's an Imperial sharpshooter.
Doesn't mean a lot. I wasn't a stormtrooper asshole or what?
Yeah, wise ass. Not a stormtrooper, wise ass. Well, even Cara Dune, she was a shock trooper.
Yes.
And dude, she worked him over. Mm-hmm.
It's just that normal infantry that makes up most of your army is just really bad at what they do.
They're cannon fodder for the most part.
Yeah. They were killed by teddy bears.
Yeah.
So
that's why why didn't those farmers bring in some Ewoks?
Oh, they could have wrecked. They could have destroyed that. What was it, ATST?
Yeah. I'll tell you why, because Ewoks eat flesh.
Do they?
Did you not forget they had Han Solo and all those guys?
Oh, that's right. Like on like that kind of like turkey based them. Yeah.
They eat people.
Well, here's the thing. They had the stormtrooper helmets as drums. What did they do with the stormtroopers?
Yeah, that's what everybody said. Well, what happened to those guys? Well, dinner.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of other animals on that planet.
People forget, they're so cute. They eat people. Stay away from the Ewoks. So, yeah, like I said, all these one-off characters. You got Cara Dune. I haven't seen Carl Weathers for a while. They're all really cool characters, and then you just don't see them anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think Carl Weathers is going to have more of an impact on the last few episodes because he's still alive. He's still around. He's still kicking. Maybe he could have been that guy at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, well, the online things, everybody's like, it's Boba Fett.
Isn't he?
No.
Canonical or dead-ish, quote unquote. Isn't he still in the Sarlacc pit or?
It depends. In the EU and Legends, I think, which basically takes everything into account, he's escaped. Mm-hmm. But for what they consider canon right now, I think he's still dead.
So does Mando follow movie lore? Like just the main 9? Nothing books, nothing games, nothing...
Well, I think that what they said is Disney said everything from the point they bought it forward is canon.
Okay.
So games, video, cartoons, all that stuff should be canon.
Okay.
So, but I don't think it's Boba Fett.
No, it's no.
They don't need to bring him in.
Because let's be honest, Mando is way cooler than Boba Fett ever was.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What did he do?
Boba Fett has a following.
Okay, great, good for him. He's not good at his job.
He killed IG-88.
Good for him.
He was the top bounty hunter of his time.
So he didn't necessarily even. He had one job. Let's say he was introduced in episode 5, the Empire Strikes Back, right? Then his job was, give me Han Solo. He didn't get Han Solo. Lando caught Han Solo and says, hey, I'm taking this guy too. He goes, okay, sure.
Well, no, Boba was there.
No, I'm saying Boba was there.
When they came in, Han Solo fired at Darth Vader and he stopped all the fire. Mm-hmm. Boba was right there with him.
Yeah, he was right there, but he didn't capture him.
It was part of his plan.
It's part of his deal.
Well, Vader pulled all those dudes in, and he hired Boba to track down the Millennium Falcon. That's how Vader knew he was at Cloud City. Mm-hmm. Boba did the tracking. The tracking, and then let's say episode 6. Okay, you're Jabba the Hutt's just muscle. You're kind of there. You're his bodyguard. Where have you? Shit hits the fan in the desert above the Sarlacc pit. Homeboy just falls straight in. What?
Easy swoosh.
You watched the Robot Chicken part of that, right?
Oh yeah, well, he was
drunk.
He was just so drunk.
Another umbrella.
Or I saw that one bit where he's in the Sarlacc pit, just kind of hanging out, talking to himself because it takes forever to digest. He goes, Han Solo, looking really naughty. Here for a while.
Wow. Gotcha. You're a dirty little smuggler. Yeah, that was yeah. No, I don't know. I always hated the way they took Boba out on that. Mm-hmm. And my question is, where'd all the other bounty hunters that were in Jabba's palace go? They just kind of didn't go out there. We're not going out there.
Well, it's one of those things of just like, hey, we're all going to go to the desert. You want to go? I'm like, we'll just hang out here, watch some TV. Watch that weird CGI thing with the lip stance. We'll do that again.
Instead of the Sarlacc pit, dude, you got a Rancor you could feed. Oh, wait a minute.
That thing. Yeah, they killed that thing. And that guy started crying. I'm like, who are you?
Mealy Feely?
Yeah, Mealy Feely.
I think that's his name, the Rancor trainer.
Well, it is now. I don't care what it's Mealy Feely. Kids don't go near Mealy Feely.
Yeah, he likes those weird animals.
Yeah.
He's like the Hagrid of Star Wars.
Yeah. I want to know his backstory. Like, why the hell do we care that this guy's crying his Rancor died?
He raised it from a small pup.
Maybe. That's what Baby Yoda grows into. We don't know.
A big Rancor?
A big giant Rancor.
I just can't wait. I realize they live for a century or more, but at 50 years old, shouldn't they at least be saying 1 or 2 words?
Yeah, or...
Instead of cute little squeaks?
At some point, you just have to have been told enough words, like, your brain gets it, or maybe Yoda's people are just really stupid.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it COD or Eve? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG.